In the end, it comes down to the nature of our state, of our society, of our democracy, of our presidency. It comes down to the nature of ourselves, really. And it comes down to something I worry about is the nature of our media. And that's why I started WhoWhatWhy. We are a non-profit investigative reporting outfit. We are tiny. You probably notice I write, I edit, I do fundraising, I travel, I go to breakfasts with 4 to 6 people, a couple of whom are in the room here who yell at me and so forth, but I really reach out to everybody. I go all over the world. I go to bookstores, and we are trying to get the message out. We're trying to grow an honest news organization. I know in the Q&A people are going to start coming at me saying that I have an agenda, because there's always one or two in every crowd, but I really don't have an agenda. I really actually am for safety, and I do drink water, and I really want the lights and the thing to stay on. I just may not agree about the facts that are informing us about how these things work. So, who, what, why? We need to inform ourselves. We need to spread the word to others. We need to make ourselves heard. Deep politics, I don't know if you know that term. The deep state is a term that was coined in Turkey, where they said there's the state and then there's the deep state, meaning there's the visible power structure and then there are the things that really shape things. In this country, in Turkey, every university, every news organization, everybody acknowledges the existence of the deep state. In the United States, you're a conspiracy nut on the exact same thing, and yet the Turks we're supposed to emulate, and they're our allies, and they're so smart and a great civilization and so forth. So, okay, our media doesn't cover any of these things, and I will tell you this: people come up to me all the time and they say, "You know who I really like? I like that funny guy on TV. I like that woman with a lot of hair on that lefty TV's channel. I like that magazine that always caters to my viewpoint." And the bad news I have for you is none of those places are going to talk about this stuff. None of them. And I know, because I've worked for almost all of them, or I've been on their shows and then they never ran my interview. And these are the very same people that you think are telling you the truth. The whole thing is what they, in intelligence parlance, they call a limited hangout, which is everybody's allowed to do so much to give the appearance that everything's great. As long as you can turn on the TV at 11 o'clock at night and laugh your head off at a guy who seems to be critical of the system, you say, I don't have to do any more, because if he's on TV, how bad could things be? You see? But things are bad, and we need to do something. And so I would invite you all to join with us, because I think we can basically build a new journalism. And if you don't care about journalism, I would just say all journalism is in your house. If you got a leak, the water is coming somewhere, what's the first thing you do if you know that you see water coming from somewhere? But you investigate it, don't you? You figure out where that's coming from. And if you can't figure it out yourself, what do? You call somebody who knows something about flow, okay? That's what a journalist is. A journalist is somebody who knows something about flow of information. And if you think it's more important to you to know the sports scores and, the hot place to dine in town and so on, and it's not important for you to know why billions of your dollars are being spent to unseat Mr. Assad or any of these other things that doesn't really have anything to do with you, you're missing a lot. So I would argue that we need a new journalism, and that even if you're not a journalist, you can help us build it. And here's how you do it. Spread the word. Okay? If everybody in this room, or the 90% that don't hate me, go and get online and send an email to everybody they know and say, I heard this guy talk, I checked out this site, this is really interesting stuff. It'll make a big difference. Our website traffic tripled in the last couple of months. We're still very small, but it's growing. I've spoken in Santa Fe. You'd be surprised to hear. I've spoken, I think, 15 times in Santa Fe, and we barely, so maybe we got 5% awareness here versus 1% elsewhere. But we got a long way to go. And you can just if you're feeling lazy, maybe you could get up, turn on the computer, make your coffee, or the other way around, and forward some emails. I mean, it really makes a difference. Go onto our site and read the articles and click on the social media shares, Facebook, and they already know what you're doing anyway. So why not? Facebook, Twitter. You can help us. I won't beat around the bush. We desperately need funding. Almost everybody can sign up for $5, $10, $20, $50 a month, whatever it is, or a one-time shot of $2 or $1,000 or $50,000 or whatever it is that you can do. If you know other people who are more blessed in the financial department than you are, I'd love to hear from you, either here or you can go to our website and there's a contact thing there, and let us know that You know people who may want to support this work. We want to grow very quickly into a nationally and even globally known news organization. We hope that 3 years from now, you'll go and say, I was there on the ground floor. I was there when this guy I never heard of was talking, and today, this is where we get our news from.